What's something very rare that people think is very common? Photosensitive epilepsy. Only 3% of all epileptics are triggered by flashing lights. But it's what most people think of when you mention seizures. Intentionally tainted Halloween candy. Remember growing up, some kids couldn't trick or treat because their parents feared psychos who poisoned the candy or slipped razor blades into the Tootsie Rolls or whatever. Yeah. As far as I can determine, it's a myth and never happens. If it did, think about how easy it would be to trace and capture said person. Being bitten by any venomous creature in Australia. Blimps. IIRC. There's only 13 in the whole world and only 11 are functional. Edit. Correction. There are approximately 25 and about 13 are used. Tourette syndrome. Well, Tourette is not that uncommon. But the swearing is the most extreme form and it's very uncommon. Turquoise. I'm beginning study to be a jewelsmith and apparently most of the turquoise on the planet has already been mined and used. What we use today is a stone called howlite that can visually imitate it. If it's real, it's likely hand-mined from the few small mines remaining that have some left. Real turquoise is very expensive as a result. Edit. I goofed. Real turquoise is harder than its imitation. Serious. What was the best thing you ever learned from a therapist? Attention. Serious. Tag notice. Jokes, puns, and off-topic comments are not permitted. https www.reddit.com/r/askreddit/wiki/index#wiki_rule_6- in asterisk any comment, parent or child, asterisk parent comments that aren't from the target group will be removed, along with their child replies, asterisk report comments that violate these rules, posts that have few relevant answers within the first hour, and posts that are not appropriate for the serious tag will be removed. Consider doing an AMA request instead. Thanks for your cooperation and enjoy the discussion. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit. Message, compose, to equals, AskReddit. If you have any questions or concerns. A counselor at my university taught me that just because your anxiety tells you something will happen, that doesn't make it true. One way to illustrate this is to place a pen on a table. Tell yourself you won't be able to pick it up, and then do it anyway. It feels so weird but also so comforting to know that your thoughts don't have as much influence on your life as they want you to believe. The therapist who told me this was just an intern at the time. I really hope she has been able to help people the same way she did me wherever she is now. People don't know what you're thinking or wanting if you don't say it. If you don't communicate your emotions and thoughts, you can't expect people to mind read, and then get upset at them for not doing what you expected. You have a limited amount of energy and time in any given day. And you get to choose where you place that energy. Like chips at a roulette table. Every angry Twitter response, Reddit argument, etc. is me putting those chips on those squares. My stack dwindles each time. Angry thoughts about a news article. An opinion I disagree with. That asshole driver on the freeway. All of that takes energy. My chips. An extremely limited resource. So I'm trying to live through that lens and make the best possible decisions with my stack. That asshole driver gets none of my chips anymore. Y'all can't have fuckface. Today I was about to have a negative interaction online, so I got up and pet the ever-loving shit out of my cat instead. Like world-class scratches, he was stoked. Chips. Place them wisely. I stop myself many times a day from doing it. I'm much happier now. Still fucked up, but happier in my stew, if that makes any sense. To not make permanent decisions whilst in a highly emotional state. How people act is a reflection of them, not me. The Earth is no longer habitable. A ship is leaving the planet, and its limited inhabitants are selected based off of occupational practicality. What job title is the least likely to be selected to go on the ship? Considering I write car loans for a living, I think I'm staying behind. The guy whose job it was to keep Earth habitable. Well, I'm a tree trimmer, so that wouldn't do much good in space, lol. Reddit mods who remove content only to repost it later. Too specific? The clowns. Same thing. Greater than the B Ark is technically named Golgafringham Ark Fleet. Ship B. The Golgafringham civilization hatched a plan to eliminate its society of its most useless workers, namely its service sector and its paper shufflers. The Golgafrinchans created a legend that their world was about to be destroyed and they needed to build 3 arks. In Ark A they would put all the high achievers, the scientists, thinkers, artists, and important leaders. In Ark C they would put all the blue-collar workers, the people that build and make things. In Ark B they would put everyone else, hairdressers, TV producers, insurance salesmen, personnel officers, security guards, public relations executives, and management consultants. Greater than the B Ark was constructed, loaded up, and launched first. However, it was automatically set for a collision course with Earth's sun, to finally rid Golgafringham of these twits. And naturally, no A or C Ark was ever made. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams. Social media influencer. What TV show is your go-to comfort show? Gravity Falls. I've got a list that I like and will sometimes binge. Subscribe, my brothers.